It's been a long time since I've enjoyed a world as much as the world of Kenshi. It's this vast, mostly desert wasteland pocketed with religious zealots and crackheads and ninjas and slavers and abominations and giant abominations and a whole lot more. It's cruel and it's harsh and it's badass and it's huge. It is really big. I hear people harp a lot, actually, about how good the game is at making you feel alone and small, like another nobody in a really mean place. And they're right. The map puts a lot of huge worlds to shame, and to call it handcrafted wouldn't really be a start. But for a new player like me, who's spent my 60 hours of the game learning the ropes and figuring out how to navigate the menus, I haven't really seen much. I've hit the Holy Nation, the hub, Squin, and barely touched the United Cities, but I know for a fact that the world is just way bigger, and it has places veterans would struggle to make it in. Places like that they don't even colonize, they just get in, grab the loot, and get out. Surely someone like me, a vagrant in this world, would be better off staying far, far away from a place like that, right?
Fuck you!
Our goal is simple. Colonize any of the many dangerous areas on this map. The parameters: Freedom Seeker Start, ideal for setting up shop quick. Standard options, because I'm not a pussy. I will save scum, and I will not feel bad about it. I do not see roguelike on the Steam page. 6 people divided into 2 classes. The workers. Got some spunk. Like that. Look at that. That just changes box size. The stomach slider changes box size. The waist slider changes box thinness. This is fantastic. And the warriors. And this warrior class that we're pioneering here, we're probably gonna let them remain halfway decent. That said, we can make them big. I think that's the move. I think we're good. And just like that, we begin our crusade into the heart of Kenshi. Okay, at long last, we are here in the beautiful world of Kenshi. Gupulon, Nugget, and Meatball will form our working class. Batty, Cretin, and the only capable colonists are our capable colonists, of course. So actually, what I think I'll do real quick is separate them accordingly. Alright. Perfect. Power Squad and the plebs. Alright. Hold on. We need to pace ourselves. If we're just saying over and over that we'll colonize this super dangerous place, it's not gonna mean much when we waltz in and we're dead within 10 minutes. We need a plan, and a good one. One that promises industry and power to the people. It could take however long it needs to, like maybe a year, 5. Maybe it'll take 5 years. Oh shit. Our first step begins just outside of Squin and the hub. It's an area I'm decently familiar with. Step 1, of course, is the preparation phase. Like I said, we're not gonna get far if we just run headfirst into hell. So, we're gonna use the nice and neutral little hub to get our bearings. This method I'm using, by the way, I'm gonna call the mind, body, and wallet method. Feel free to use it. I'm aware that I and this method are mind-blowingly genius. I think probably the smartest thing we can do is start by purchasing a small piece of property here in the hub. It's a nice neutral area. We're not gonna get beamed on by anybody, and it's a good place to sort of get our bearings, so get this little place. Look at that. Look at that. Just like that, this house is now a home. Perfect. We buy a little shack, slap down some storage and research equipment, and get to work learning all the stuff we'll need to thrive out in the wild. That's the mind, hard at work. But we'll need the body as well, so we'll set our working class to strength training. We'll load up their packs with iron, and have them run around in circles, which apparently raises their strength stat. It's a trick I learned reading a guide or two. Apparently this game has some really interesting ways to train all your stats and skills. We'll get to the others when we need them though. Our workers continue honing their labor skills, and little old Meatball helps complete the deal. The wallet. See, Meatball is mining copper. Copper fetches a really nice price. It's lovely, just perfect. And it stacks really high in wooden backpacks. So he fills that sumbitch up and buys out every fucking vendor on this side of the map. That money outfits our boys with the clothes, weapons, food, and material they'll need to make it in the big, bad world. Look at that. Just butchery. Just absolute butchery. Now's about a good time to mention that this game kind of has a crazy modding scene. There's tons of stuff for pretty much any purpose that you could really want. And I'm sure there's some great stuff that can really open up the experience and options, but it's just such a great volume of mods that I don't really know where to start. If you're experienced with modding or you know some of the more popular mods, please leave a comment on what I should get before I go super far. Also, please like and also subscribe because I'm going to make more of these and I'm going to need help. At last, we step out into the big, bold world looking for a place to call home. Now, step 2 will be the bridge between preparation and full-on colonization. Looking at the map once again, we have some options, each of which has its own brand of awful shit. The closest location is the Fog Islands, and like everywhere else, I don't really know what makes it dangerous. I mean, it's even got this town in there called Mongrel, which sounds nice. But this looks like as good a place as any to hole up and get to work. So, let's go. Hey. Let me do this. Alright. We seem to be here. Hungry bandits. Now you really can't see 5 feet in front of you. This is not great. Fogmen. Fogmen uses the iron and stuff? Okay. Oh, that's not good. I walked right past them though. They're not bad guys, are they? Surely not. Kind of hard to navigate this place. There's really high walls. This sucks. This sucks, and it's scary. Fog heavies. That's not good. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say those are bad guys. There's the town. Mongrel, finally. Okay, let's try and make that work. Surely they're friendly. I'm assuming. I'm really hoping. And after a little exploration, we find the most gorgeous place in the entire game. Sunny Mongrel. New girl, huh? Must be tougher than you look, making it here to the city in one piece. Any survival advice? For staying, keep your head down. For heading out, well, you should avoid the death yards altogether. The mists tend to swallow travelers up. Same goes for the floodlands up north. If you make it out to the mist, that is, people go to floodlands, they don't come back. What happens to people in the death yards? No one really knows. Some reckon it's to do with evil spirits. And then you got others who believe it's the curse of the mist. People get lost, lose their sanity, and starve to death. People here, the ones that haven't lost their minds, that is, they don't talk about the fog. What about the floodlands? The place where adventurers and treasure hunters go and never come back from. Like always, the idiots. Some say the killer machines get to them. For me, I reckon all those missing people saw something they weren't supposed to see. Alright. If you couldn't tell, this step is all about gathering information, scouting out the land, We may die 10, 20 times in the process, but that's okay, as long as we make progress towards our end goal. But before we move on to the next step, which is truly settling down, there's one very important person in this city that I have just met.
This doesn't seem like a bad place. I mean, the mists they're talking are really scary. Beep. Can I talk to this fella? Little boy. Dude, oh, is that what we're doing? Hi, Beep. How do you know my name? Must be some kind of genius then? Taking the piss? Beep. I think you are. Sir, I would never steal your piss. This dude. Sorry, I beep when I'm nervous. That's a bit strange. They exiled me from the hive. It's just because you keep saying beep? I'm defective, no good for the hive. But Beep does not give up. Beep is strong. Oh, I think I love him, actually. I think I actually love him. What the hell? So at the hive, I can feel my mind changing, the way I think. I feel free, having thoughts I never had before. I want freedom, but everywhere I go, things try to kill me or chase me. Beep tires running. Time to stab the things that chase me. Money? Oh, he's offering to join us. Oh, this is perfect. He doesn't know what money is. Welcome to the team. Beep. He's here. I feel, blessed. Holy hell. He wants to be one of us. We can make that a thing. What a cool dude. What a strange, funky, cool dude. Okay. We'll roll with it. I am now declaring that the only capable colonists and Beep are best friends. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Man, this place has everything. This is awesome. Oh, Mongrel's pretty dope. It wasn't so bad getting here. I didn't run into anything, so...
Whoa, 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 whoa! Jackpot. We found just what we were looking for. Mongrel has stores and stores of high-grade specialist equipment. These right here were just some of the crossbows, and there's so much more. This will be the perfect platform for us to get our footing out here in the Fog Islands.
How much for one of these? Alright, so we need to start making money. Because this money that we got is really meant for food and maybe building materials if we decide we need it. Alright, so we'll need to figure out a place to call home here in just outside of Mongrel. That'd be awesome. It would be very useful if we could run to Mongrel for security while we start setting up. That'd be really nice. I'm curious as to whether or not we can get on top of one of these plateaus away from this mist, because the mist seems like it's not very good for me. Beep is simply not strong enough. Oh, there's some combat out there. Beep is simply not fast enough, so... Oh, fuck me! Fogmen. Attack them. It's time. There's so fucking many! Triton's still going, what a piece! Oh, this is so not good. There's so fucking many. They picked him up. Alright, Meatball. It's up to you. Oh. Well. That's not ideal. Nugget is on the run, it appears. Oh. Oh. There's so many of them. What the hell? And they're so fast. It's game over. Are they just running off? Fog Death Yard. I'm assuming these guys come from Fog Death Yards, huh? That's not great. Well, we could probably come back from this. If they get... I mean, are they gonna enslave them? My theory is that they're just going to sacrifice them at some sort of altar. Which would... Holy shit. Oh. Oh, fuck. It's worse than I could have ever imagined. Most unfortunately, it would appear that our super capable colonist is the only one who's conscious during this whole process. So they're definitely having fun with him. Yeah, he's very dead. Beep. That's probably not what he wanted. Oh, and there goes Goopulon. I don't like Kenshi anymore. I don't like this. Okay, so we'll try that again and not get eaten. We will try that.
Disaster. The first of many during our quest to colonize the rough zones of Kenshi, but thankfully, with the power of saves coming, we are reverted to our time in Mongrel and reunited with the beloved Beep. Now at this point, I am really able to see that we got a lot to do. Far more than I care to really put in one video, so the real colonization is going to begin next time around. We'll have a lot of work to do, but it will be worth it. The plan is still very much in effect, so this will pay off. I hope.
Sharp like an edge of a samurai sword, the mental blade cut through flesh and bone. No more mind at peace.